Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to our Dawson's Creek rewatch. We are on this season finale of season 5.
Wow. One more season to go. I'm so sad.
We're gonna start watching the last season next week or week after.
Yeah, probably a week or two. Yeah.
So let's jump right in and chat about it. The title of this episode is Swan Song. And here's the summary. All the best laid summer plans are thrown into disarray as everyone collides at the airport.
Yeah, it felt very Love Actually to me.
Oh, yeah.
And also around this time, that movie Crash came out. Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Where all their stories kind of intersected. And anytime that happens at like an airport or a travel place, I don't know. I just feel like there should be, maybe there is like a genre for that.
Yeah.
It's like a very specific thing.
Yeah.
Where people are leaving, but then they don't leave. And they do what you hate, which is when they're all like, we've got these big plans. Just kidding. We're not going anywhere.
I hate that.
And everyone did that in this episode.
Not Joey at the end.
Not Joey at the end.
She just fucking decides to go to Paris on a whim.
Well, I was sort of annoyed, and this is jumping ahead a little, when she could buy a ticket to anywhere. She says Milwaukee, and the guy's like, Milwaukee? She's like, just kidding, Paris. I'm like, you're just going to buy a fake ticket to Paris?
Okay, and that is going to be so expensive.
Even if it's refundable. Come on. Yeah. That was really weird. But then it made sense at the end because she's actually, I guess, going to go to Paris.
But isn't it funny, though, watching this and thinking like this was so long ago and how different airports are now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, especially right now, currently.
Right now.
Disaster.
Yeah.
But before 9/11, like this, you could just walk in an airport, walk all around, go up to a gate, run around. That's what they did.
You could. That is what
How
they
much
did.
running around did they do?
And then Pacey getting on that intercom.
He paid, like, bribing a security guard.
That's scary.
Well,
when you think about it. But that is what he did.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting, if nothing else, from a nostalgic throwback to that.
It's just wild because I'm like, man, that, like, you could just go meet people at the gate when they got off a flight.
Yeah.
And that is no more.
No more. Cannot do that now. That opening intro. I said very Love Actually feeling. What is this?
Oh,
when it turns out to be a dream.
I knew it was his dream because I was like, wait a minute. Because in the last episode of this series altogether, they are grown. Like, they are grown. And so I got confused and I was like, wait a minute. Was the whole last season they're grown-ups? And then I remembered, oh, wait, no. I bet you he's dreaming. And sure enough.
He was dreaming. And she had a fiance in the dream who was an environmental lawyer, and they just happened to run into each other, and he thinks about her all the time. And then this is when I started to realize it was a dream even before he woke up. When she turns around and she's like, you're like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, drop this act. Don't you think it's time to get over me or whatever? And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, he's having a nightmare.
Yeah.
But
okay. Although I was annoyed because the end of the last episode, she was going to go talk to her dad. They never address it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. She goes to the Five and Dime.
Yeah, and they never said anything about it.
I forgot about that.
This whole episode, I kept waiting.
Nothing.
They said nothing.
That's really annoying.
So what the fuck happened?
Are we going to find out next season?
I don't know.
I hope so. Otherwise, why did they do all that?
That's what I'm saying. How stupid was that?
Or did they just like want to leave it up for your own interpretation?
But that's not this show.
That's not this show.
I know. Like, it was so...
I totally forgot about that. I was a little confused a couple times during the show if they were in Boston or Cape Side.
I literally wrote that because the frat guy, like, just shows up and he's like, oh, I'm just going to live here for the summer. I'm like, Cape Side or Boston? Because surely Cape Side does not have a big airport.
Right. But then Dawson's like with his mom and sister.
Right.
And then Audrey and Joey are leaving the bed Audrey and Dawson are leaving the bed and breakfast.
What does that have to do with?
Like, they're leaving to go to the airport.
Oh, now they were in Cape Side, but I'm like, were they driving from Cape Side to Boston to the airport?
That's what I mean. I don't know. And is Pacey a security guard in Boston or Cape Side?
In Cape Side, because he was the security guard at the place Joey works.
Because she's going to work at the yacht.
So we've got that part figured out. We have no fucking idea where that airport is. Because Cape Side surely
Boston,
does not.
I would assume. Right?
I know.
Because then Jack and Jen were there, and they're in Boston. They didn't go back to Cape Side. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then Grams and her boyfriend.
What are they doing?
They about to go to Vegas, so.
Vegas.
And she wants Jen to know. Just saying.
What's she doing, Grams?
What you doing, Grams? Up to
Go
no
on.
good. So Pacey in the security outfit. I just wrote that down. I don't know why.
It was good.
And it was funny when Joey's like, or was it Jen, said, "Why do you look like someone from the Village People?" I thought that was really funny. Then let's see. Audrey calling it the best year of her life.
I know.
She was talking to Joey.
Aw.
She's like, "Don't say anything to mess it up."
I know.
This was the best year of my life. And I really think this season was good. I did like this season. But one of the things they got really, really well done this season was that friendship.
I know.
Was Audrey and Joey. And like, you don't have to hate your college roommate or fight. Like, they end up like liking the same guy kind of through the thing, and it's fine. And I thought that they did that really well.
Did you have a random college roommate?
I did have a random college roommate.
Too.
Yeah.
Did y'all get along?
Yes. She met a guy at a party one of the first nights we were there. And he became her boyfriend, and he lived in a house, so I barely ever saw her.
Well, I had a random roommate as well. We got along just fine. She ended up pledging my sorority the next year. But again, she had a boyfriend too, and was like never. And we lived together the next year as well in a different dorm. But she was like never there because she had an older boyfriend who was in a different city. Like,
wow.
Not far away, like 30 minutes away. So she was always there.
Right. That was basically with mine
year.
too. Like,
But
we didn't do a lot
fine.
together. And then I became really good friends with other people in my hall who I ended up pledging the same sorority with a couple of them. And then my sophomore year got a house with some of them. And then my junior year, I moved into an apartment with a couple of them. And I stayed in that apartment for 3 years because I was there for 5 years.
Yeah.
So when some of those friends graduated, I just got new roommates.
Yeah,
and
that's
all
how
of
I did
those
too.
roommates I got along with fine. And
I only had one roommate that was not good. I lived in the dorm for 2 years, and then I lived in an apartment for the other time, and it was a 3-bedroom apartment. And when I first moved in, we all got along great, and then one of the girls moved out, and we needed another roommate. Did 2 of them move out? Anyway, I don't know. She moved in, but she had a boyfriend, and he was there all the time. And like our apartment was so small, and he was always there. Like he was there so much, he paid part of her rent.
ooh, okay.
And that was
But he's not actually a roommate.
right. And we didn't want a boy there all the time. Like we were 3 girls. We didn't want of course we had visitors, but we didn't want one living with us. And they acted like an old married couple. They are married, by the way, happily, and they're doing very well.
Well, that's good.
And they have the cutest boys. But anyways, so that did not go well, and it did not end. We had she moved out, and plus we were still in she was younger than us by a year, and he was my age. But they acted like they were like an old married couple. And so they were home and went to bed early. And we were like college. We were out partying. We would have people over partying, and they did not like that. So it just did not mesh.
I get that. I kind of had that in the house I was in my sophomore year because both of the people I lived with were in relationships. But one, she had a girlfriend who didn't go to our school.
Okay.
And would come just stay with us for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
So we'd all be going to class or partying or going to work. And this person was just
in your
space,
space.
At our space because they didn't have their own place because they lived somewhere else.
Right.
And so that, again,
it just adds stress.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were fine. He was fine. It wasn't like he was a jerk or anything.
Right.
And she was
same.
fine.
This was the same.
It
same
just
situation.
was not.
Yeah.
It was not. We were not in the same.
Which is hard.
Life level.
When 1, you're young, and 2, you're in a small living space with other people.
Well, and
family.
And it was 3 girls living together. We didn't want no boy up in there.
Right. In
And
my
he was
case,
there
it was
all the
another
time.
girl, but it was just somebody that
But still, it was in
the
your
space
in
that's
your
not
zone.
meant for that many people. Yeah.
I get it.
So,
Anyway,
okay.
moving on.
So what was the point of seeing Pacey's boss on the boat with the girl?
I have no idea.
It was gross.
It was weird.
I mean, just to point out again that he's kind of a jerk, or was it for Pacey to be like, I don't want to be like that? I don't know. And realize how much he valued Audrey. Maybe I don't know. That was weird. I didn't like that. I think that Dawson should not have guilted Jen into going to see her parent. I was so mad when Jen and Jack didn't go to Costa Rica.
No, I think she made the right choice.
Really?
I do.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, here's why I'm going to say that. Considering that I have 2 parents that are dead. I think she hadn't tried to have closure for herself. And like Graham said, like it might be not irreplaceable. Like what'd she say? Graham said that their relationship might be irredeemable or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that Jen in the back of her head wasn't sure yet. And I think she just needed to have that either for confirmation or at least to know she did as an adult, because she's an adult, even though she's still a kid. She's at that weird zone. For herself, I'm glad she did that, because I think she just needed to have that for herself to know, okay, well, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to, like, maybe they are trying, and I can't remember what ends up happening.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it ends up being good or bad, but at least, like, they were trying to extend an olive branch and say, we want you to come home. They were trying.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I just wanted them to go to Costa Rica.
But I mean, she's what, 19? She can go to Costa Rica at some point. But she may not have her parents may not open that door enough for her again.
That's true.
And at least if she goes and it's terrible, she'll be like, well, I tried.
That's true. She'll have an answer.
Yes.
No,
because there's nothing worse than not having that, like, closure time. Like, knowing that, even with, like, relationships or anything, like, non-family things, to be like, damn, I should have XYZ, So I'm glad she did. Although I don't understand what the fuck Jack's doing.
That's what I was going to say. He's just staying to help the other guy?
He's supposed to be like mentoring him
or something.
Now, why would this guy randomly be like, they've got to be in Boston? Because then that would make sense that he would come back to live where he's going to school for the summer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, live for the summer where he's going to school in the fall.
Yeah. They must be in Boston.
They've got to be.
But Jack's whole reason for staying is to help this guy?
I mean, I guess maybe Jack's, I guess he's feeling like that guy has nobody else and he feels bad for him and wants to just, I mean, I guess I get it, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess once Jen wasn't going to go, he's not going to go by himself. I don't know.
I just thought that was a weird way to say Jack's staying in Boston.
I said, abandoning Costa Rica so fast? Question mark. And also, everyone makes these decisions at the airport.
But I feel like Jen was never fully on board with the Costa Rica.
I think you're probably right. And the fact that then their flight gets delayed and all that, like, yeah.
But the one thing I did say, good for Dawson for not staying back for Joey.
Yeah, that was good.
Because they always be fucking that up. And he said, I'm going, and she said, you need to go.
Yep.
Good.
No, I liked that. I thought that was really good. And then I thought it was fun that Pacey and Audrey are going to take a road trip all the way to California in that car.
How'd she get all her baggage back?
I don't know.
That's what I wonder. Like, these are the things I wonder, because the airport is so different now. Like,
right.
She had all her luggage, but I'm like, it was already on a plane. How'd she get it?
How'd she get it? And nowadays, if you don't get on the plane, they'll take your luggage off.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would have been I don't know. But that's cute that they're doing a road trip. So do you remember if between season 5 and season 6, the summer just passes and then we hear about it?
No
or
clue.
Do we get to see the summer unfolding?
No clue. I don't remember much about the last season, except I do remember what happens at the end.
Okay. And it's like a full 22
it's fucking
or 23.
Sad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucking sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going to find out. I liked season 5. I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
I liked being in Boston. I loved the addition of Audrey as a character. I just thought it was different and fun.
And I will say, she's not in the finale, and she is still upset about that to this day.
That part alone is going to make me sad.
Because Kevin Williamson came back to write the finale.
Yeah. And yeah.
And I mean, I don't blame her. I'd be salty too.
Yeah, she's an amazing character. And also, like, she's part of the storyline right now.
Yeah, but he did apologize to her. Yeah. She did tell him, like, years later.
Yeah.
And he apologized. So
that's good. That's good.
I know.
All right. Well, thanks for sticking with us for season 5.
Got one more.
One more season. I can't believe it.
Almost done with Dawson's.
Can't wait. And then we'll move on to some other fun things.
Oh,
yay! I can't wait.
My So-Called Life.
I'm excited because I've never seen that.
Oh,
Dawson's like I've seen maybe not every episode. Well, by the end of this, I will have. But My So-Called Life, I've never watched.
It's so good.
I'm really.
You want to talk about nostalgia? You just wait.
Oh, I can't wait.
Your phone's ringing.
And I saw that. It looks like.
It's an emergency.
No, I don't know who that is. All right, well, good,
everyone.
Whoever that is. We will see you next time
for
season 6
Woo!
of Dawson's Creek.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.